Yo, what is up, Clashers, and welcome to our Canadian GP qualifiers. We're going to go ahead and start with our race, but before we do that, let's show you our car setup that we are using for Canada. It is the cornering setup, but we have changed the Cyclone from Valkyrie. Is that however you say that name? We've had a little bit more extra speed and qualifying. We are testing this setup out for the first time in a Champions GP. And let's see how it actually goes. We did not do really well on our last one, but hopefully we can manage some good scoring in our qualifiers and maybe get to the final. Our opening round in the last GP was an absolute killer. 47s flying everywhere, and we still have not reached that stage. Yes, I do believe that the groups need to be rebalanced. Something needs to be done with the game itself. Too many 47 points way too early in the season for my liking. I do remember on the last season at this time, players were fighting for 20 points, 25 points, hoping for a safety car. But right now, it is far too easy for the pay-to-win players, the big buck players out there. It's far too easy for them. All right, let's see how we qualify. We used to qualify always at the bottom, P23, P24. We've added a little bit of extra qualifying, which get us to P18 and 19. And it is a wet race, 100%. So Kappa is the obvious boost to use for me in Canada. And let's see how the race start kicks off. Don't know the volume, you can actually hear the volume or not. There we go. Put some volume in there. An average race up for Ricciardo and Albon perfect. They do not manage anything at the start at all. Nothing at all. Ricciardo P14, and he had the worst race starter than Albon on P17. A few good moves there. And we managed to P14 and P15. Not the greatest start at all. Not the greatest start at all. A little overtake, a little bit of a push here. Can we grab P12? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. A nice defense from Albon. We're not going to push him as much. We need to create a gap for the 4-4 strategy to work out here. But we do need Ricciardo to wake up and get past George Russell. He keeps on slamming the rear end of that Mercedes. Right, a little bit conserving. And now let's see if we can get past George Russell in this turn. Clear no. A massive clear no. Another push for Ricciardo here. Gets on his side, still no overtaking, and it looks like we are gonna have to ask for a safety. Gets overtaken by Gasly no matter. Jesus Christ. Right, let's swap drivers around. We want to swap drivers around. Ricciardo has no ERS, and hopefully Albon can manage something here. Right, onto the Mercedes with Albon here. No pit stop at the moment. Can't overtake him. Mate, George Russell. Finally, we get past George Russell. I mean, you're going to have to stack the two drivers, something that we don't want to do. And it's going to have to be. Albon now is waking up all the way up to P9. And let's pit them both. Dreadful starts to this qualifying. Dreadful start. So, we still have Thursday and Friday in case you don't get past. Everyone's pitting. Hopefully we can manage a few more spots. Just one more spot there from Albon onto P8. And Ricciardo. Awful driving from him. We picked him for his qualifying standards, and we're gonna drop in straight away and swap back to our race start drivers. So the first test of this one, yeah, we do manage to get qualified a little bit higher, but the performance of the car in wet conditions is not that great. I'm going to try it one more time again in our next races, which has a cornering setup, and let's see how it performs in the dry weather instead of the wets. We are managing on our little bit of a few overtakes, P7 and P10, Albon versus Albon. We always forget to conserve. Always forget to conserve. Right, P6. A bit of a push. Now let's get that McLaren. Come on. Nothing there. Oh yeah, there we go. We got Lando Norris. Push a little bit more to get Sainz. What happened there? There we go. Let's try now. Ricardo, try and get that Mercedes. Hopefully it's not Russell, is it? No, thank God for that. Right, Hamilton should be an easy pass. Yes, it is. Conserving other both drivers. Gonna get P4. Can we get P4? No. One more push here. There we go. P4 it is. Ricardo on P8. Let's see if we can get Albon here. Can we get Albon? Oh, so close. One more try. Just ram his rear end. Jesus Christ. Right, it looks like a P4 for Albon. Ricardo might get Albon here. Yes, he does for the outside. Can we manage that McLaren of Lando Norris? Yes, no. So P4 and P7. Not the greatest race. I did not like that setup for a wet race. It did not perform that great, and we only got 2 more positions higher than our current between P20 and P24. So that wasn't as we planned it. We're gonna still carry on with these new setups and see if they actually do work pretty well. But 39 points on our first race, which is our second. I believe it's Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we are in Sao Paulo, so a power unit setup. We're going to swap it with Russell. We want our race start drivers, and that's our setup. Currently, we can use the powerhouse to give it a little bit more speed, cornering, and power unit. Shouldn't we change it? I feel, my mind says yes, change it. Yeah, change it. I'm going to change it. Let's see if the qualifying was that much difference and if the performance is better. All right, race number 2. Sao Paulo. 39 points on the first race. Did not like it. Hopefully we could have gotten a little bit more, maybe on the 40s. So it was close with 39. But let's try our second race and we can manage something better. Overtaking and power units, I believe is Dragon. If I'm not mistaken, Dragon is a boost to go for Sao Paulo. Come on, matchmaking. There we go. UK F1 team by Tadas. Let's see how this one goes. We got the team score on our favor. Although it doesn't really matter that much in this season, the team score. Strategy and car setups is at the moment, it is the meta. Right, that was a nice qualifying, I think, from Albon, P16. Nice qualifying there from Albon. So he will be running the 3-3-3. George Russell, can you go on 4 medium or 4 softs? Yeah, Dragon, we can go with 4 softs on Dragon. Should have probably added a race start boost here. We've got 9 laps. And I trust on my drivers to do well on the first lap. So Russell P16. There we go. Albon's flying. He's up to P11 now. Russell overtaking him. We go P12. The performance of the car is by far better. Unless if it was because it was on the wet conditions and the car performance dropped drastically. Now let's conserve a bit here. There we go. This power unit setup is so easy to gain back ERS. And let's push Albon all the way forward again. Let's push him as much as we can. I think, who is at the first position? We got Perez and Leclerc. George Russell, we're going to get Verstappen out the way. He's on the hard tyres. And then we're going to push a little bit more and get Hamilton out the way. I believe he's also on the hard tyres. Yeah. Okay, so that's some clean air for Russell. Getting those slow AIs out the way. And we're going to go and pit Albon. Can he manage to pass? Yeah, easy pass there from Leclerc. Into the pits he goes. The AI might run a 4-5 here. If they go for the hard tyres, perfect. If they're going for the mediums, should we try the one stop with the 4 hards? Or should we carry on pushing? We're gonna push. No hard tyres and we push. Right, let's get Alonso out the way. We need to get Alonso out the way. There we go. And now, big push from Albon. And Russell coming out the pits. He's also going to push. We got a power unit set up, so this can go pretty far. Maybe 2 laps of complete push. There we go. So Albon's made it back to P1. And now we need Russell to have a good performance and get a few overtakes done as quickly as possible. All right, back to the pits, Albon. We got Perez. Leclerc's the one that's gone on mediums. Hopefully, we can get a P1 and a P4 in this race. If Russell decides to overtake, there we go. So P4 now for Russell. Hopefully we can get that. A P1 and a P4. I'm happy with that one. P4, P1. Completely happy. Maybe we should have done the one stop. But the soft tires are so fast in Brazil. Right, so that's P1 secured for Albon. P1 secured there, so we can take it easy with him. And now it's all about George Russell and his last push. We need to conserve and properly play this one out. There we go. Oh, P3. Can we get P3? We've got 2 laps to get Leclerc. 2 laps to get Leclerc. Come on. Push. Let's get that rival out the way. There we go. All right. Race is on for Russell here. The race is on. And maximum push. How far away is he? Pretty far away. Is he or is he not? This is going to be neck on neck, I believe. Nah, he's too far away. P1 and P4 it is. Oh no! P3! Yes! He crashed against a car that was way behind. What do you call this? A back marker. Jesus, I couldn't get it back. He smashed the rear end of a back marker and we managed to get P3 with George Russell there. Nice one. Right, let's wait for our rival to finish on P8 and P22. And we're going to go ahead and jump to our next race. Okay, so here we are on our speed setup because we are racing in Baku. We do have Nemesis there to add a little bit more cornering and the qualifying. So we're going to try this one more time, and we're going to feel the performance that we did in Brazil to the one now in Baku and in Canada. So let's go and start our race in Baku. Speed and overtake, same drivers, Albon and George Russell. So let's see how this one actually goes. If we feel that the setup is way too slow for the champions, we are going to revert back to the full focus on whatever that track stat is. But I have seen a few players using a little bit more of a qualifying setup, and they are actually nailing it. Right, so team score goes our way once again, so maybe we get a better qualifying. But we did start P16 in Brazil on a dry race. So we're going to try it again in Baku because Canada was full wet. So let's see when we qualify. 16 and 17. So there's not much of a difference in champions. In Series 11 is doing pretty well. Right, speed and overtake. Speed and overtake. We got firework, which would be key here. A little bit more of tire management. Oh no, we did not swap the drivers around. Oh, we got Ricardo. We have an average start. Oh, we got Ricardo again. I can't believe we didn't swap him around. Right. Good start. Fairly good start here. P10 and P12. Hopefully a few more overtakes. There we go. Alpine working his magic. Those with the soft tires. We are going to go for a one pit stop strategy. 3 laps on the soft. Then... can Albon do 4? No. Albon's going to go for the hard tires. Right, so P4. And once again, we always forget to conserve on the long straight. And if Ricardo can get past Hamilton. And let's check who's got hard tires. So Ricardo has Norris and Verstappen that we would like to clear off. There is Norris. Hopefully one push here and we can get rid of Lando Norris. No, we can't. There we go. Go for the push. Go for the push. Why do you go beside? There we go. So that's clean air for Ricardo. Give Albon a push. He's going to pit onto the hard tires. And we got P1 there for him. Daniel Ricciardo might suffer a bit with those medium in the last lap. But we do have Verstappen's going to be pretty fast, even though he's in the hard tires, because this track does favor overtaking drivers. So that means that AI of Verstappen will be pretty fast. So Albon's going to go and hit the pits. And Ricciardo, he's got 30%. Nah, he will manage. Yeah, he will manage. He'll manage. And you're going to go for the soft tires. Should we push? Albon seems to be slightly faster than him, but we cannot push Ricciardo here. Once we get some clean air, because we have... yeah, Leclerc, Verstappen. Every driver in front of Albon right now has to pit. So there's no need for me to push. And once we get some clean air, we're going to push Albon for one lap. So in goes Ricciardo. There goes Albon. We're going to push and get Verstappen out the way and continue pushing with him. Ricciardo goes on P6. Got the Ferrari in front. Opted for the medium tires, and the other Ferrari or Sainz is on the hard tires. Albon AI still needs to pit. So this race is looking pretty decent. The only one I'm concerned with is maybe... Nah, I'm not concerned of Verstappen either. Not concerned about Verstappen either. He might go for the soft tires. And that's that done. That's a 47 points, I believe, our first ever 47 points in champion, which we shouldn't be getting, because the recommended team score in champion is 1,500, and we don't even have 1,300 team score, and we're getting 47 points. That shouldn't be how it's done. Right, conserve Ricardo one more time. Album's going into the pits on lap 6. There he goes. And let's boost him out. Let's boost him out the way. Ricardo P2. And Album P1, 47 points. Easily done. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. This is what we need. This is what we need in these difficult group stages that we are currently in. And our rival bot is got P11, P13. So we're going to go over and jump into our last race. No, this is our last race on Zandvoort. I believe it's a cornering setup for that one. And overtake also, I believe. So yeah, let's go over and jump to our next race. Okay, so here we are in our cornering setup. This is what we used in Australia, which was a little bit weak in the wet conditions, but we're going to use it one more time in Zandvoort, which is also a cornering stats track with our drivers, and we did not make a mistake this time. We got Russell and Albon. And let's see and test this setup one more time. With the boost cuppa, obviously, on Zandvoort. Dedicated to cornering and overtaking, and race start is always so sweet to have. Our last race, let's see how we can manage. Perfect result in Baku with 47 points. Not a bad race at all in Brazil, 46 points with a last minute overtake. And a very poor race in Australia, starting from the back in those wet conditions really did hurt. It really did hurt. So let's see how Zandvoort. We do like the 4 medium. Oh no, is it a rain? Oh God, it's a raining condition again. No, I completely forgot that again. Oh, there we go. 4 medium with the setup that completely demolished us in Australia, in Canada. Man, I don't even know why I don't even know I'm sitting right now playing this game. Right, Cuppa, Zandvoort, not Australia. Let's see how our start goes. Both of them on perfect start. Albon Matt squeezes past a little bit. Maintains nothing there. What an awful start once again. It looks like the wet conditions is a no-go for this setup. We should have swapped it. We should have known that it was raining in Zandvoort. Look, at least we got a few overtakes here from Albon. So P10, can we squeeze P10? No, he does not squeeze P10. Yeah, he does. He does squeeze P10. We're going to conserve him and conserve Russell. Let's see if we can get P9 for Albon here and P14. Can we manage? No. Instead of P14, we managed P16. That's not bad. One more push here for Albon. Can he manage? Now he gets P9. P15, we managed to get it back from George Russell. I really hate playing in this view. I always love to play in this one. Can easily manage both drivers. When to conserve and when to push. So now we can manage P14. Come on. Come on, Russell. There we go. P14. We can conserve in this straight. P7 now for Albon. The Ferrari's up next. Safety car. Both drivers are in. I already got you to pit. Both drivers are in, and I believe this, if they can push for the 5 laps, this might have saved us our GP. This might have saved us our GP of 47 points. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that they can manage all the way to the last of the lap of this race. Too many people cry with the safety cars. Doesn't favour you in the sprints, but it does favour you in the GPs. So let's not cry about it. I honestly don't mind the safety car. I like to have features like this that's more realistic to F1. Right, so Albon's gone quite close to the pack. George Russell needs a little bit more. Oh, will we be able to do the 5 laps? We will, right? We should be able to do the 5 laps. No one pits? Yes, there are a few pitters. Right, let's see how this plans out. Let's see if we can make it all the way to the end. Let's see. Let's go and check on Albon. There he is. Got an overtake there. He's gone up to P10. Russell an overtake up to P15. Everyone has to pit. Absolutely everyone has to pit. There we go. So that's P1. And P2. And we still have... No, wait. Yeah, there it is. Why did it show P6? No. Where do you think you're going, Perez? No! Let's get that P2 back. Come on, Russell. Russell, come on. There we go. There's P2 back into play. So another 47 points, maybe. Thanks to the safety car. Oh, no, wait. Zandvoort's 8 laps. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, we are right. We got it. We have enough. No, we don't. We don't have enough. We might not manage this. We might not manage this one. Albert might do. Russell might not. So mega push. 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 Albon will come out back to P1. Albon will make it. Come on. There goes Albon. He's gonna get P2. They did not make it to the end of the race. No worries. We might manage to get P1 back with Albon, and we're going to push as much as we can now George Russell to make... Wait, Albon, get past him. No, he did not get P1. So P2 and P5. It is what it is. We had to pit them both. They weren't going to probably make it to the end. Did we make the right choice? Let me know down in the comments what you would have done in that situation. Would you have pitted both drivers or not? Probably could have conserved all the way to the end. Maybe. Well, it is 43 points. Some solid performance, to be honest, on our last 2 races. And let's see how many points we got to stand on the qualifying. We set our banker at 175 points. Not bad. Could have been better. We got a teammate here. Blood is back. We got Craig, which is another hard hitter. Musso Crate. We got so many hard hitters here. That's probably us not passing the opening round, I bet you. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy the qualifying and learnt a little bit about it. We have made a few mistakes, but it is what it is. We do learn a lot, and we apply it for our next race. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribed and liked the video.